Welcome guys, so this is my first Wilds of Eldraine quick draft. I've done 4 premier drafts so far. So I have some experience with the cards. Right. I am of course rare drafting as usual, so I'm going to take this Bramble Familiar. So this is a 2/2 mana dork basically. And it can bounce back to your hand if you discard a card. The fetch quest adventure, that costs 7. You mill 7 cards. Then put a creature enchantment or land card from among the milled cards onto the battlefield. So, I think this is good enough to play even if you never use the fetch quest. And the fetch quest is risky. You might, in some games, you are going to mill yourself to death if you mill 7 cards. But occasionally, it might be a good move to do that. And it's nice you can bounce it back to the hand if you want to go for the fetch quest later. So I think it's going to be usable. Okay. What do we know about green as well? If we're committing to green already, you've got there's a green-black food deck. Feed the Cauldron is there. Instant removal for 3 mana. Destroy a mana 3 or less creature, and you make a food token. So that would go well there. The green and red deck is ferocious, so it's based on power 4 creatures. And all we have is Deadly Catapult there, which seems to be for an instants and sorceries deck. So that's no good. Redtooth Genealogist can make a royal roll, but it has to be attached to another target creature. This guy's not very good if he's the only creature you can cast. You can have him play. Oh, a Rootrider Faun. So this is another 2 mana dork. So we could have having 2 ramp creatures seems good, and also it's mana fixing. Add mana of any color. And then we've got Territorial Witchstalker for the ferocious deck, red green ferocious. So the Faun is quite interesting. I feel like Feed the Cauldron. You should probably take that, because it's good. But it is committing to black green food a little bit. When there might be other good options. Fairy Dream Thief is a little flyer. More for a blue-black fairies deck, I would say. And a Candy Trail is just, I think you take this as a late pick, but this is just a good 1-drop filler card. Helps you hit your lands. You get this on turn 1. Which I think it's pretty nice. I like to play 1 or 2 of these. And it's a food as well. Okay, so there's a very strong argument for taking Feed the Cauldron, but I like having a second mana dork in the deck. So I'm going to take the Faun. And we've kind of got a little theme here already. We want to play big creatures. Right, here we have Waste Knot. Interesting. Now this is they have the secondary set with stuff. And this is a rare from that set, but it's not going to be standard legal. So I'm interested in rare standard cards and collecting standard. So whenever an opponent discards a creature card, I get a zombie. If they discard a land, I get mana. And if they discard a non-creature, non-land card, draw a card. I think that's quite interesting. I might just grab that unless there is something absolutely amazing for my deck. Okay, Tanglesman, look out. You can draw cards if your auras are going to the graveyard. You could definitely go green-white auras, I think. Edgewall Inn is a really good, just mana-fixing land. I don't care about blue, really. It's a good black removal card. It costs 5, but kills anything. Leaping Ambush, Titanic Growth, Candy Trap. So, I'd be missing out on Edgewall Inn, I think. I think that's maybe the most relevant card. So I'm not that bothered. I think I can get away with taking a Waste Knock, 'cause it's just like another cool rare that I don't have for my collection. I might make a deck out of it. I don't think there's much discard in this set, so I don't think it could... I assume it's not going to be a big deal. Yeah, this seems risky, so it is, you know, a Howling Mine, but it's a Howling Mine that costs you potentially a lot of life points. I've not taken it yet. I think it is a bit risky. So this is more mana fixing. We'll have that'll be a second mana fixing card, which would be quite good. Another Edgewall Inn, that's also mana fixing, but it kind of doesn't take up a slot in the deck. And then Sweettooth Witch for the food deck. Pretty good. But maybe not a good enough reason to jump into the food deck. I think we take the Edgewall Inn here. Sort of keeping our options open a little bit. And we see a lot of black cards here now. Feed the Cauldron. Minstrosity, Sweettooth Witch, Fell Horseman. These are all quite good black cards, really. There's also a good green card for the food deck. Yeah, it's a 3-drop. It's not bad. If we're going food, though, we're probably going black. Arguably, Feed the Cauldron is better than Hollow Scavenger. But I think, no, I'll stick with green. Stick with green. We're still not 100% certain what the second colour is. Aha, Tough Cookie. Well, that is another really good food card in green. So, it's definitely looking for food. Rowan's Grim Search. Right, basically draw 2, lose 2 life at instant speed. Stingblade Assassin. It's a flyer that can flash out. That might be quite fine. Or we take another mana fixing card, and we just wait another. Well, it's looking definitely like a food deck. It's just that these black cards aren't food cards. Maybe no. I think a 3/1 flyer is pretty good, especially when it flashes. Like Garruk's Uprising is for the ferocious deck, so you need specifically power 4 creatures. Which we do not have yet. Although we are thinking of trying to ramp out things. Ariet's Tempting Apple. If you have ways of sacrificing things, that could be good. I think we just take an Evolving Wilds, and we have how much mana fixing? 1, 2, 3 mana fixing cards. So it means we're pretty flexible now. I think there's a tough choice here. I see Skybeast Tracker, so 2/4 reach, and it can make food if you cast your big spells. But we've also got Fell Horseman, which I'm a big fan of. But I'm going to take the Skybeast Tracker. Okay, Genealogist, Witch Stalker is for the ferocious deck. I'm not impressed with Genealogist too much. I think I can take a Candy Trail here. Combat Trick, or just take the second Candy Trail. I probably can play 2 Candy Trails pretty easily. There's a Dark Tutelage. You could argue that if you're having lots of food in the deck, you can afford to spend some life points getting extra cards. Maybe this is because there's also just another mana fixing card. I think let's try Dark Tutelage. Could be interesting with food. Gadwick's first Duel is a good card. It's gone all the way through. Living Lectern's nice as well, so blue is sort of getting through. This is another Bramble Familiar, by the way. Okay. I need a few more big creatures to ramp out. Oh, look, here we go. Green-white, Yenna, Redtooth, Regent. Choose target enchantment you control that doesn't have the same name as another permanent you control. You can make a copy of it, except it isn't legendary. The token is an aura. Untap Yenna. I see. You can copy an aura and untap. Or you can copy a regular enchantment. We're not too heavily committed to black, I notice, so I'm going to red draft this, and we're going to have a think about if we can pivot into enchantments, I suppose. Okay, what's this then? Thunderous Debut. Ah, now that's interesting, because we're a ramp deck. We could bargain out basically our 2 best creatures with that. Yeah, I think we go. So the only green thing is a Troublemaker Ouphe. I think that is not bad. We've got food to sacrifice. Black card's Ariet's Whisper, which I'm not really a fan of, because it's 4 mana. They might have emptied their hand if you're playing against already. If they're against an aggro deck, it doesn't affect the board. I mean, when people play this against me, it's devastating. It's just I don't believe it's going to be that good when I play it. I don't think we're pivoting into enchantments, so we might not actually play Yenna. I'm going to take the Troublemaker Ouphe. We're pretty good on 2-drops, I've got to say. 5 2-drop creatures. Right, Hardened Scales. Green. It is a green rare. I've 1 already in the collection. If I'm adding +1/+1 tokens, it could be good. I think it's a case of if there's anything good for the deck. Bestial Bloodline. Okay. Excuse me, I'm not too well at the moment, so I just have to take little breaks now and again to cough. Scarecrow Guy's not that impressive. Bestial Bloodline's not that impressive. I am just going to red draft this and probably not play it just because we're probably not going to be able to trigger that at all. But okay. Blue-green, Troyan, Gutsy, Explorer, another ramp card. We're just missing some big things to cast, really. Blue-green is definitely the ramp. They're definitely the ramp colours. We may be just as much about ramp as we are about food at the moment. So I think we'll make a decision. I don't think Yenna's going to be a thing. We'll cut Yenna. There's also a 4/2 creature for 3 mana, which is quite good. But yeah, I'm going to take Troyan. We've got a bit of a mess of a deck at the moment. We're going to hope it just comes together at the last minute, I think. Now, we might start taking a few blue cards here, because guess what? We've got Living Lectern. We've got Gadwick's first Duel. A couple of nice 2-drops. Let's have a look at what the deck looks like, if it's just green-blue. So, we've got a couple of lands as well, which basically it means we've got 13 cards. We need to still need to get 10 more cards for the deck. Which could be a bit challenging. Ideally, even though I've got lots of mana fixing, I want to stick with 2 colours and maybe a splash for a bomb. So, Vantress Transmuter is a good blue card, I would say. It's a removal spell and it's a 3/4, so I'm going to grab that. Do we have any 5 mana spells? Just the Thunderous Debut. I'd really like a few to just turn up. Diminisher Witch. Yep, that can sacrifice a food and curse something. Into the Fey Court. Draw. Now that's a 5 mana card. Do we want the removal creature? Or the card draw? The card draw is looking quite good because it's triggering the 5 mana condition for Skybeast Tracker. And I can get to 5 mana pretty quick with this deck. We're a bit short on 3-drops, so this 3-drop Witch is quite attractive. It's another removal spell. I feel like these card draw spell. There might be another card draw spell in the next pack. I think I want to go for the Witch. I should probably think about counter spells as well, but I'm not a fairy deck for that particular one. Another Diminisher Witch. Okay, that's a sort of red-blue spells card. Don't think we've got many instants and sorceries. Yeah, we've got literally 1 sorcery. It's the Tempting Apple. Let's try another Diminisher Witch. Okay, interesting. It's all blue and black now. Right, freeze in place. Coralsmith, I guess. It's an okay creature. It can become a 4/1 if you need it to be. That's a protection spell. If you want to think ahead and about a potentially big creature that we might want to protect, that could be a good thing to have. But I think just filling out the creature slots in the deck might be what we're looking for. There's freeze in place, and it scries for 2. It's also another 2-drop thing. I think I just go for a filler creature. Okay. Oh yeah, this is for the blue-white tap deck. Too late to worry about this thing. And it puts counters on things. So that could actually make Hardened Scales do something. Okay, we do have a lot of mana. I think Total Admirer might be okay here. I don't think we want a 3rd Candy Trail, to be honest. Raid Bombardment, Plunge into Winter. It's all a bit. Tell you what, I'll take a Plunge into Winter. Another Total Admirer. Too many 1-drops, really. Okay, that's a 3-drop. That's good. And we have a white removal spell. A white sweeper, which is pretty amazing. Let's sideboard it. I got one of these before, and quite late. I had to sideboard it, really. In terms of the deck, we just need, I think, 3 more cards. We've got enough, maybe enough mana fixing. We could splash a double white card. It's a bit risky. Season of Growth is okay. We do have a lot of food. Welcome to Sweettooth might be quite a good one. Remember, we're playing blue at the moment, so there's Into the Fate Core, Diminisher Witch. We're looking for expensive spells, which might be good. Into the Fate Core is looking better. Curse of the Werefox, though, is a removal card. So it's sort of between about 4 cards here. I do like Welcome to Sweettooth a lot, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that because it seems to fit the deck quite well. Dawn of Hope. Yeah, that card's quite good. Curse of the Werefox and Skybeast Tracker. Both quite good. Let's see. I mean, in my collection I've got 4 Dawn of Hopes easily, so I don't need to take that. Here's another reason to go white. It doesn't benefit really from copying it with Yenna. Definitely some tricky decisions here. I like Curse of the Werefox more than the Skybeast Tracker, especially when we're not really finding many relevant 5 mana cards. So I'll take that. Another removal spell, probably good. Tell you what, Griffin Airy is good with the food deck. So the card I actually want, though, is I've been looking for is Beanstalk Wurm. It's a nice 5 mana creature. But I'll be turning my nose up at a Griffin Airy when it might actually be good. But I'd be splashing for it, I think. No, we've got to take the decent 5 mana creature when it. Now it's finally decided to pop up. Okay. I think I want to go for a Diminisher Witch again. Diminisher Witch. Okay, Greta. Do we splash for Greta? She can put +1/+1 counters on things. That's very interesting. Another Curse of the Werefox. Okay, maybe they're the hardened scales. We can make that work. We'll see. Yeah, let's go for Greta. Curiosity. Spider food or Verdant Outrider. We have a Verdant Outrider. I think I'd take another Verdant Outrider. I'm not sure I like spider food that much. Aha, okay. There's the Beanstalk. We don't have enough 5 mana things to justify it though. And we've got 2, but there is a Hamlet Glutton. That's the big one we've been waiting for, I think. So we take the Hamlet Glutton. I'd like the common blue giant as well, where it's got an adventure where you can bounce something. That's pretty good. Take another Hollow Scavenger, I think. Another Diminisher Witch. Why not? Evolving Wilds or a Skybeast Tracker. I don't think I'm going to play another Skybeast Tracker, to be honest with you. I think I'll play another Evolving Wilds easily. Right. So, here's a question. Can we justify playing hardened scales? I think we've only got 2 ways of getting +1/+1 counters. Oh no, we have Toadstool Admirers. Yeah, it goes well with Toadstool Admirer. Okay. It's literally going to be the Welcome to Sweettooth is the other one. Greta is another one. Probably, I'm not missing anything. I think I can cut the Merfolk. And that's not a counter, unfortunately. So I think Hardened Scales is pretty good with the Toadstool Admirer. But I think it's a package deal. So I think what we could do is go right. We're not playing Hardened Scales. We'll drop all the Toadstool Admirers. We'll drop Greta. Welcome to Sweettooth. We'll drop that as well. Then it's easy to kind of cut down the deck. We should cut down anything else that I'm not 100% on. The Ouphe might be quite good. Verdant Outriders that are they're basically filler for this deck. Aggressive filler. So I could drop one of those. Skybeast Tracker isn't very good, it's just like a giant spider, 2/4 reach, because I've only got 3 expensive spells. Right. got to try the Thunderous Debut, I think. So I think, yeah, I think it's the easiest cut is a Verdant Outrider. Let me just look at the curve here. I think 7 2-drops is about right. We didn't get as many expensive spells as we wanted, so I've got some extra 3-drops. If we want to go for the counters deck, we've literally got 5 cards we could add in. So probably, if we look at what are the 5 cards we could drop. Probably cut 1 Candy Trail, cut the other Outrider. Got a lot of Diminisher Witches, maybe we cut one of those. Cut the Tracker. Cut the Troublemaker maybe. Yeah. But that means we're playing a lot of Toadstool Admirers. Which is it's kind of funny, I think. Yeah. Anyway, that's a decent first pass at a deck. So this is just the basic green-blue deck. Bit of ramp, but not much. We just don't have enough to ramp into. It feels like. Yeah. So I'll call that end of part 1 there. So thanks for watching so far. Okay, I think I've come up with something. So, what occurred to me in the break there? Of course, I've ended up with quite a few aura tokens I can make. So, Cursed Roll, for example. I think Yenna is quite playable in this deck. So I can almost get a bit of a lock in place with Yenna. She can... I suppose, no, yeah, the target enchantment can't have the same name as another permanent. That's the only problem. So I can, if I've got 1 Cursed Roll out, I can copy it. I'm also making Monster Roll with this one, Curse of the Werefox. I need to think about whether I can copy Welcome to Sweettooth, because that's an enchantment as well. Living Lectern can give Sorcerer Roll, so I can copy that. So maybe there's a few possibilities there. And if I'm playing white, I'm going to try splashing a double white card, which you're not supposed to do, but it's a board sweeper. We've got 3 lands here that are mana fixing. I decided I can run 2 planes. I've still got 6 islands, 6 forests, so it's like effectively 9 sources of either green or blue. So that should be all right. It's just, I might hit both Evolving Wilds. I might need to do that to get the 2 planes out. I've got the Rootrider Faun can add mana of any colour, I believe. There we go. Oh yes, Bramble Familiar does have a 7 mana spell. I'd forgotten about that adventure. That is interesting, but yeah, it's possibly slightly suicidal. It's milling its own cards, but interesting. Yeah, he gets creature, enchantment, or land from the milled cards. Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm short of these expensive spells, but I forgot about Bramble Familiar's Adventure. I've had to cut a Hollow Scavenger from the deck because I wanted to include Welcome to Sweettooth because it goes well with Yenna. Otherwise, I've just kept all of the aura things. So I have to cut sort of a few food things, I suppose. I was wondering, should I play Greta? But I think only if you're playing every food card. 'Cause it's another colour. It's black I'm splashing for. I'll probably want to play a swamp if I'm playing Greta, and then I'm maybe down to go down to 5 islands. It feels dicey. I think I could focus on. I'm trying to splash a double white card. Let's not add a 4th colour as well. That's my reasoning. And yeah, Skybeast Tracker has not made the cut this time. Not enough 5-drops, but I do want to play Thunderous Debut. I want to see if I can. Just want to see if I can cast it. It's not the best card in the world when you don't have any amazing creatures in the deck that just win on the spot. I think this is designed basically for a creature combo that just wins. Obviously in constructed, but I'm gonna try playing it because I've got lots of ramp cards. I've got Troyan. You can only use that mana for expensive things. Yeah, so that's what we're trying, and yeah, I'm not going to go for the +1/+1 counters, though that is interesting. If you do get Hardened Scales and Toadstool Admirers, maybe that could be quite interesting. Yeah. So I'm just going to try this out and go for it. And I think, yeah, the last time I did draft Expel the Interlopers, I couldn't play the card in the deck. It feels bad to just not play your Wrath 2 drafts in a row. We've got a reason to play white, which could be quite good, other than the Wrath. So, and they've got lots of mana fixing, so it might work out. We'll see. Okay, it's all forests. Do we have? We have a reasonable rollout. We've got Tough Cookie. Troublemaker Ouphe could. So that's going to make a food token. Yeah, we've got options, even though we've only got forests. I'm going to try this out. Fingers crossed. We do get some blue mana. Food. Right. Which is quite nice. I've got my own one. I'll get another food myself. The Witch Stalker is here. Right, I could Werefox and kill the Witch Stalker. Is that a good move? It means I get through with 3 damage. I've got a 3/3 Tough Cookie. I can tap out and attack with a 4/4. He needs a 4-power creature for this to be effective. Yeah, this might be a mistake, but I'm going to do it anyway. To target that creature. Yeah, I just can't hit my my stuff at the moment, my lands. I want to keep the pressure up and play Hollow Scavenger without playing a but that's basically because I haven't hit a land. Candy Trail is kind of good, right? Lands on top, please. Okay. A 4th forest? Do we need a 4th forest particularly? I don't think so. I think we need Evolving Wilds just to find an island desperately. We could play that, but I'm not going to. I think I want to attack because chances are he's got another removal spell. So I won't have a defender anyway. I suppose our move is we sacrifice Candy Trail. Oh, wait. Obviously I should have done that and played the land. I did not think of that. I was thinking about keeping my mana open to keep him guessing. That was a situation where that was a bad idea. So the point here, he can get to 5 toughness, right? I can get to 5 power if I sacrifice a food. So what is... He can become a 6/5, right? Okay, well, he's got me, so I'm going to sacrifice a food. Because that is just a fight spell, isn't it? Yes, good. Right, let's go for that island straight away. That's about. Do I play an Ouphe? No, I don't think I'm going to win with a 2/2. I think I want to just develop. Get our first planes. Okay. I've got a very reactive hand. I want to basically curse whatever he plays. He's not going to play anything. Damn it. Let's have a look at this thing. This is Woodland Acolyte. So he's going to get that creature again next turn. Cursing does not remove their ability, so he can still pump it to 3/3, but that's a bit less scary. I think we want to Candy Trail. Do we find... Okay. Now Troyan can draw and discard. That might be a good idea. The Gadwick's first duel is even more cursed stuff. Oh right, it can also copy an instant or sorcery. I bet I don't have an instant or sorcery that costs 3 or less. I didn't even get as far as part 3 there. Okay, I think we don't need a Gadwick's first duel. I'm going to say that. I do want a Troyan. I'm going to activate that. Just draw that. I'm not going to play my 2/2 yet. I could have waited till the end of his turn to pop that. He drew a lot of land, it looks like. He drew 7 land. I have another Diminisher Witch. So actually, my feeling here is I can get away with playing Troyan and take a hit because I'm on 26 life, and then I can think about do the Diminisher Witch later. What does this guy? Oh, you just draw a card when he comes into play. That's nice. He doesn't have any white mana yet. I just realised as well. I feel a bit like a control deck here. I've got a lot of removal, a lot of life gain. I've got a board sweeper. Chomp through my life a little bit. Oh, an Evolving Wilds. Beautiful. Okay. I mean, it's not like he's overwhelming me with loads of things. Oh. I've totally forgotten what this does. Yeah, you have to bargain it to actually do anything. And bargain, you need sacrifice, artifact, enchantment, or token. Yeah. Never mind. This guy can draw and discard a card for me. There's no point playing the Diminisher Witch, so I probably want to discard a Diminisher Witch here. Edgewall Inn. Okay, that's nice. Yeah. So let's lose a Diminisher Witch. Okay. So I feel like, yeah, just drawing and discarding might be pretty good here. So I probably look for the plains, and then Edgewall Inn is going to be blue mana. You want to chomp up that food? Yeah. Makes sense. Down to 16. Right, we look for the plains. Yeah, before the plains gets milled off the top somehow. I think it makes sense. Right, we find a forest. So we're getting close. We'll be able to cast our big spell very soon. Do we want to use? Okay, we're going to play this for blue. This could be the Ouphe could be a blocker, but for a 3/2. Or a Diminisher Witch could be. Okay, I'm going to say no to that. I want to draw and discard. Because I can get I can discard a forest actually. Ah, look at that. I drew an island. You see, I played my land too early. Then I would have been able to play the Diminisher Witch. I think I'm going to hold on to the Ouphe. I'm going to tank another 3 damage. Hopefully it does not turn out to be critical. So remember what Edgewall Inn does. We can bring an adventure card back. So that would be Hollow Scavenger. Adventure card there. That was a Curse of the... Well, no, what was it? What did you just do? Gumdrop Poison. Right. Okay, that's a good card. Amount of life you gain this turn. So he's going to eat the food, play that, and kill my dude. I think that's the idea. Or he's going to hit me for 5. Well, he has totally chomped through my life total there. That's it. That is good. I'm guessing you didn't gain any life this turn, so that doesn't work. Sorry. At some point, I bring the hammer down and expel the interlopers. Actually, good point. I can kill both of them and keep my dude alive. Do we just take a 2-for-1 with this? I think I'm down to 11 life. He's going to hit me for 6 next turn. I'm going to be playing out creatures to try and stop his creatures, so I think Expel the Interlopers is reasonable. Power greater than or equal to the chosen. So if I just do 2... Right, don't be dumb. Tap the green, because I might want to use that blue. Expel the Interlopers. Pretty low-key Expel the Interlopers. I'm going to choose 2 to keep my guy alive and kill his guys. If I got that wrong, that would be quite embarrassing. I'm going to draw and discard. I did play the land already, but I've got an island I can discard. I've got another island I can discard. I think drawing and discarding is going to get me to the win quicker. And I can bring back my creature with Edgewall Inn. Big letter is here. Food. You can sack food to get cards. Nice. Yeah. Good plan. I still do not have fodder for Diminisher Witch. This is a bit of an ongoing issue. I think we're going to keep drawing and discarding. Aha! Very good. Right. I'm going to drop the forest. Don't think I played a land this turn. Okay, right. So, obviously Bramble Wurm I can bring back with Edgewall Inn, I'm thinking. I don't think I haven't even played a land this turn. There's no point using that adventure, right? So I will play Beanstalk. There's no point playing land yet. 3, 7, 8. I've got 8 mana. So just another card I can discard next turn. So that's what I'm going to do. So this, Greta can pump up creatures with food tokens as well. But yeah, he's looking for removal cards now, I think. Okay, we are going to keep discarding things. Very glad I put Troyan in the deck, and then we've actually hit something good. 3. It's amazing. We've hit. There are 2 big creatures in the deck in consecutive turns. Okay, we'll go with attacking here. I think we've got enough to play a Hamlet Glutton. See if he's got 2 removal spells. Can kill both of my big creatures. We're going to hold that forest back. That's something I can discard. I did it. That was an interesting game. I got both my candy trails, and actually just sacrificing those to draw a card and gain life. That just gave me a nice little life buffer, and I could play Troyan a bit earlier instead of trying to block his. So yeah, that was pretty successful. Even though we had a 3 forest opening hand, eventually we drew into our other colours. So we've got a bit of scrying as well. Okay, let's keep going with that. So we're a control deck. I think that's what we've established there. Definitely a control deck. We're gonna do a bit of life gain. We're gonna try and nullify any creatures we see. We do have a bargain problem. Okay, we've drawn Expel the Interlopers and 1 plains. We've got 3 forests again, and we've got no blue again. We should probably mulligan. We're very unlikely to draw the other plains. Well, there's going to be the plains and the 3 other lands. So this is tempting from the point of view of maybe a turn 5 Expel the Interlopers and wiping their board. That might be just a terrible way to play Magic, though, because you're probably dead already to an aggro deck. I could just gamble and hope for the best, because I've got a good chance of drawing a blue card as well, a blue island. I'm gonna keep it. Probably a bad decision. Hey, we hit a candy trail, so there's quite a few things we can hit that help us find things, so we'd like to get to some blue mana. Oh, a Rootrider Faun. Okay, we don't need that forest. That goes to the bottom. That can add some mana. We'll sort of throw him off the centre a little, play a plains. Might be expecting something different. Got to keep our candy trail because we might need to sacrifice it to curse something with our Diminisher Witch. So play that and play the Faun. See if the Faun gets blown up, I suppose. So we feel very reactive again. Okay, that is another white mana. Or it's a blue mana. I think I want to curse this with Vantress Transmuter. Yeah. Right. On balance, I think I want to go for blue mana with the inn. I want to do that, but no, I'm going to go white mana just so I can wrath next turn if I need to. Controversial decision, but he might roll out a lot of creatures. Oh, he's got a Yenna. Take 1. We draw our plains. What are the chances? Well, pretty high, I guess. we want to get to 5 mana. We'll play our planes actually, because we might want to sacrifice Edgewall Inn at some point. Right, so it's a case, do we use our single target stuff to take out Yenna? It means playing a witch, sacrificing a candy trail. And we just keep the Expel the Interlopers in the back pocket. For emergencies, basically. He's got hardened scales. Ooh, okay. I think we end up holding him off for quite a while with this setup. I think we want... We have food token. Do we want to play a land? How much land do we need? Eventually we need 8 land. I'm going to go ahead and play this forest. And I'm suspiciously not going to play my creature. So we're going to let him try and find his breakthrough card. Oh yeah, I get it. Yenna copies hardened scales. That's pretty scary. Yeah, and I have a Yenna, and I copy hardened scales. I can do the same thing. I didn't even think about that one. Okay, 3/2 goes away. And then Yenna can copy that. Yeah, that's the best thing to copy. That's amazing. And I'm down 2 creatures. It is a sorcery speed thing. So he's not attacking yet. Okay. This is whenever an enchantment goes to the graveyard. Yeah, okay. Whenever his enchantment. Yeah. Okay, my turn. Another Diminisher Witch, okay. We're just going to play it cool. Is that a sorcery speed effect? It is indeed. Yeah. You can't copy your hardened scales yet. There is the thought maybe I should kill him now before he copies hardened scales, and then that could be a situation. Suddenly his total admirers are terrifying. Okay. I mean, we knew he was going to do that, but my sweeper would have killed that creature anyway. We take 2. We can maybe we can play a Hollow Scavenger. Okay. Okay, you sacrifice that. Interesting. Yeah, I get that. So, because you can always just keep copying that every turn. And you get a little birdie as well. Okay, kind of nice little combination he's got going there. Still got 3 cards in hand. Right, yeah, forest. My most expensive card is 8 mana, so I am going to play the forest. I'm going to try and hold off his dudes on the ground with a Hollow Scavenger. That will tell you what's going to happen. He is going to remove that with Grasp of Fate. Very predictable. And then he's going to get through with 6 damage, which is a bit of a clock. I still don't have blue mana, which is a problem. I lose my blue mana because I went because of my choice of going for Edgewall Inn, going for white, which I have regretted. I think it's an Expel the Interlopers turn. Just do it. If I tap you for mana in response, then I can play a Hollow Scavenger. Which is something. Right, choose 0. Yeah. But it didn't give me a chance to tap in response, did it? That's annoying. Oh well. You probably need full control or something. So here comes his Rootrider Faun. Okay, my turn. Thank God for that. Okay, we have 8 mana. We play a Transmuter. Play a Hollow Scavenger. And remember not to eat that food, because we need it for Diminisher Witch. I think that felt like a pretty good board wipe. Got rid of like his combo, got a land. Hamlet Glutton, okay. Perfect target for being cursed. Diminisher Witch with bargain. Food. That's the Hamlet Glutton. Attack for 6. Hold the island, I think. Put another roll on there, he can get rid of that cursed. Maybe he can do that at instant speed. Well, we'll see. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to swing in with everything. Because the Transmuter has Adventure as well, so that could come back with Edgewall Inn. Got something. Titanic Growth is what he's got. Oh, that is interesting. I didn't expect that. Okay, let's play an island. Let's bring you back. Actually, he didn't lose his cursed roll, so there's probably no need to do that. Do we bring him back? Do we bring him back? There is no need to bring him back, I think. So my turn. Not do it yet. Oh. Okay, we can kill Grasp of Fate with the Ouphe if we get only if we can get a token of some kind. Okay. Double block, can't he? Like that. And I think I kill the Faun. Right, and we will end the turn there. So if he can play a big creature this turn, we obviously bring back the Transmuter. If he doesn't, what we want to do is Edgewall Inn for the Wolf, Hollow Scavenger, because it makes a food bill. Sorcery Spirit, right? Okay, let's dig a land out of that deck first. Let's Scavenger. Ouphe. Sacrifice that. Fate. Very good. Get another 3/2 creature. Now he could have a board sweeper as well, by the way. Attack with that. Valor untaps him. Interesting. Okay, and it has indestructible. So he's a bit combat tricky, this guy. I'm not presenting lethal here, so I think I'm gonna play another creature. He might have a board sweeper. I just have to take it on the chin. Okay, Living Lectern. Okay, this is cool. So I think I want to sacrifice this. Put it on the Ouphe. Oh, welcome to Sweettooth. That's a good one. Okay, don't need to block creatures. Presenting lethal. One of Hope. Okay, can make how many blockers? Just one blocker, I think. So I believe I should have him here. Just attack with everything. Yeah, another slightly risky opening hand there. 3 forests and 1 plains, but we had the board sweeper. And we did pretty well with the board sweeper. We took out his Yenna at Knight of Doves combo to make an army of 1/1 flyers. So it seemed like a pretty good board sweep. It's kind of I'm kind of curious. I could do the hardened scales thing he was trying. It means completely overhauling the deck and putting all the +1/+1 counter things in. But it does sound nice copying hardened scales with Yenna. But yeah, we don't have the white removal cards as well that go really well with that strategy. Well, I've got the blue removal cards, the blue curse token rolls. But it's food for thought. We could be playing Hardened Scales and our Toadstool Admirers. Okay, we really hate drawing islands in our opening hand, it seems like. This time we've got 3 Diminisher Witches, but we've got the Candy Trail. We can get 2 cards closer to that first island. Maybe 3 cards if we sacrifice it and draw as well. So that's... yeah, it's not great, but... Candy Trail is like, a pretty good option. It's a pretty good hand fixer, so we'll see. Obviously that, we'll be able to cast that because we'll be able to get blue mana out of our Edgewall Inn. And we'll have 4 mana to cast it, so yes. We're probably sacking Candy Trail. The Rootrider Faun is also mana fixing, by the way. So we could be playing things on curve here. Because that can make blue mana next turn. So let's play a Rootrider Faun. Don't have the board sweeper, so... Okay. This is definitely a blue Edgewall Inn. Actually... Do we just want to play a witch on curve as an aggressive 3/2? I suppose that's what we do. We've got 2 more of them. Splashy Spellcaster. Okie doke. Edgewall Inn is going for blue. We could transmute that guy with a transmuter. So you get a sorcerer roll. Cast instants or sorceries. Oh, so that's the perfect fuel for a bargain card. I never got that to work when I was playing it, but I bet he immediately has a bargain spell. Draw 3, lovely. Okay. And you get, what do you get back? You get back a roam search to recast your stuff. That's pretty sweet. Okay, interesting. This is high. Oh yeah, that's because that can give me a mana. I'm gonna tackle this guy. Hamlet Glutton, sacrifice the Candy Trail, I guess. Even sacrifice the... sure he's got removal, but has immense card advantage, so he's probably got something good. Shatter the Oath, so expensive. Yeah, oh, you get a Wicked roll, right. From Shatter the Oath. I see. He would have got a Sorcerer. Oh, it has to be an other target creature that gets Sorcerer roll. Okay, right. I'll figure it out just about. We've got 6 mana. We could do Transmuter and Tough Cookie. More fuel for the Diminisher Witch as well. We might want to use the food to beat him up though. Let's just see how much removal we drew. He's probably got 2 removal spells in his hand. Tell that one of them's dying, definitely. Okay. Right, let me check. How much ward has that got? 2 ward. Expel the Interlopers here, but I have committed to the board a little bit, to be honest. I don't feel good about doing that. I've played all my good stuff out. I think I'm just gonna Diminisher Witch, sacrifice the food, and curse the dragon. Yeah, you can sacrifice the cookie if you want. Yes. 1, 2, resolve. Good. Attack with a 3/4. I don't want to attack with a tough cookie. Spell. Tough cookie. Okay. Oh. Bit of chill. Okay. That is removal. Okay. Yeah, let's have a lot of flyers. He's all those cards he had. He's played all of them really. He's going to trade, I guess, on the ground here. Could be a good time for an Expel the Interlopers. That's what I'm thinking. The Dream Spoilers are quite nice. Guessing he just trades with his 2/2 here. That's it through. Okay. If he somehow kills my Faun, I can't cast Expel the Interlopers anymore. He's getting food and a Wicked Roll token. Okay, I'm gonna, Expel the Interlopers here. Okay. And I'll hold that island, I think. He's got the better position here, really. He can still Rowan's Grim Search for some more threats, and there's another card draw thing. Okay, yeah, and he can get the 2 best cards out of the top 4 now. I just have Edgewall Inn. I can get an adventure back if I've got one. So I can get Vantress Transmuter back. That's it, I think, yeah. Okay, the Barrow Naughty. Okay, Living Lectern is a good draw. Let's think about... Oh, we make that a 1-1 basically if we curse it. It's not effective. We don't have any fuel for Diminisher Witch, apart from the Lectern. He's on 7 life. I can be fairly threatening with a 4/3 creature. So I'm going to Diminisher Witch here. He has more removal than it's too bad, I think. I'll just have to take it off the chin. I could use Living Lectern now, before it potentially dies. I'm going to do that now, because there's any point waiting. He's got removal, he's got removal. Three, go 4. He gets his stuff. So I can curse my witch. He's dead. He drew another removal spell. Yeah, he did do the Rowan's Grim Search. Right. Guess we can knock off 1 power point from this thing with a curse. Doesn't seem very effective. Okay, this can only cast expensive things. So let's play Troyan. Let's play Forest. But, yeah, I think we seem to we lost his value. He had loads of cards. Okay, that's gone. He has even more removal. Time to sacrifice the inn. Vantress Transmuter. Cool. An extra island, so it's only taking 1 power off the the board, but the best I can do. Or maybe it's not taking any power off the board, just taking some toughness off the board. I forgot that we can each have our own role on the card. And that's like a third card in a row. Take my nightmares, succumb to the cold. This is Vanity. Okay, I think we're pretty dead. Yeah, he had enough. He had the Rowan's Grim Search in his hand, so he had the perfect card draw card to recover after the board wipe. And I'm using my resources to try and kind of buy myself time before the board wipe. But that was quite a terrifying fairies deck. Every other card seemed to be removal. Right, we actually draw an island in our opening hand, which is amazing. So we can do a turn 2 Bramble Familiar, have a bit of ramp. It's only a 2-land hand, but I'm going to stick with it. Maybe we can get to cast the Redtooth debut. Oh dear, we drew Expel the Interlopers as well. I'll just curse the top of my deck. Okay. Right, what do we do here? Didn't draw a land, clearly. We've got another Bramble Familiar. Let's swing in. Nice. Another Bramble Familiar. Pretty crazy. The 2 red green 2-drop rares. My opening play. Tough Cookie's a good one. Do we just flood the board with stuff? That's a good question. Or do we swing for 4 whilst he's kind of figuring out what to do? Swing in. Okay, and a tough cookie. It's countered. Yes, so we can spell that. Drew a 4th land, so make a 2/1 first strike. That's pretty good. Turn one of those into a 1/1. Interesting. Well, I hear a forest. Gadwick's first duel to turn that into a 1/1 first strike, I guess. I really want the scry on this so I can get some more lands. Just for bit of pure aggression, I think I'm just going to play this as a 2/2 creature. He's like just kind of struggling to find something to do. Let's see if we can push through any more damage. Oh yeah, he's got the transmuter. That's right. Oh, okay, that's perfect. Right. We're only going to get... Well, this is interesting, yeah. I don't need to use the Evolving Wilds right away. Okay. Forest. We actually... I think we can sacrifice an enchantment, can't we? Yeah. Bargain. Sacrifice it. Artifact, enchantment, or token. We can't do anything with step 3. We don't have a cheap instant or sorcery here. So, yeah. That is what we do. See if he wants to double block a Bramble Familiar. Damage through, not bad. And I guess I can discard a card, bounce that back to my hand, get rid of the cast roll token. Ah, the Apprentice's Folly. I tried making a deck for this. Right, so this thing has haste. The trick here, you sacrifice this after step 2, and you get to keep the reflection tokens. So he's going to copy his trainee as well, I would think. Do something very interesting. I'm going to play Evolving Wilds and not use it, because I want to draw the next Evolving Wilds as well. 6 mana. I can't beat his creature, so I'm going to do no attacks and enter. That's a 2/1 first strike. Let's see if he's got the bargain card. Obviously, he might have Ice Out, so I don't really want to cast anything this turn. Okay, an Unruly Catapult. Okay, so definitely a spells deck kind of thing. Oh, yeah, 2/1 first strike. Yeah, he's got me there. That can get through. No blocks. So, the tricky decision I've got... Oh, curiosity on that. Oh god, when it deals damage to an opponent, he can draw a card. Oh. Well, that is an absolutely horrendous combo he's played there. I cannot get through with my stuff here. I might have to expel the Interlopers next turn. Trouble is, I've got to discard a card to bring back a Bramble Familiar. Well, it looks like it's those reflections, so that is the thing. So He's drawing a lot of cards, basically, now. Okay, that's cursed. Vantress Transmuter. So he's drawing 2 or 3 cards a turn. So, here's the question. I could lose my Thunderous Debut to bounce a Bramble Familiar back to the hand. But I'm so close to it. Or I could do, Thunderous Debut now with the Bramble Familiars and see how I do. See if I can just overwhelm him. Might be my my only chance to do Thunderous Debut. Maybe I can just sort of push through a lot of damage. Oh yeah, I get to bargain something, don't I? So I can lose that curse roll. He might have a 2-mana counterspell, that's the only thing. Spell Stutter. I think he's playing only the bargain counterspell, though. I think this is a rare chance to play Thunderous Debut, and I want to do it. Oh, a good point is, if I don't cast it with bargain, I just put the creatures in my hand. Oh, I've done it now, haven't I? Okay, so we're going to lose that one. So, we do get to have Yenna, which is pretty cool. I'll copy my stuff. And a Beanstalk Wurm or a Hamlet Glutton. How about that? And no attacks. Might be the only time I get to cast Thunderous Debut. I think that my board position is pretty reasonable, so we can try and go for the win from here, basically. I mean, he's only got 3 blockers. I've got a big trampler. That's 6 creatures in total. I can definitely push through some damage. I see that. Something else getting cursed. Makes sense, yeah. But the good news is he's playing more stuff out, I suppose. I can copy my cursed roll. Is it only my auras that can be? Yeah, has to be something. So I can curse something again. Okay, so we're using Yenna for the first time as well, so we'll copy that one. We might put that onto either the 2/1 first strike or the 0/4 wall. Okay, Sweettooth. Edgewall Inn is alright. Let's do it that way round though. No, let's keep it that way round. I think I like those cards, so Candy Trail. We've already scried. And I just want to activate that and draw that. And play that for pooling mana. And we definitely want Welcome to Sweettooth next turn. Do I attack with a 4/4 Yenna? Is it difficult for him to deal with? I think we attack. We just don't attack with the 1/1s. Yenna's maybe done her job now. Could sort of bounce the Bramble Familiar and do the adventure. Looks like he's going to pop it. Is that right? No, that's gone to 5/3. We kill a bunch of his stuff. That's not the worst. Okay. And the turn. Battle Mouse. What does he do again? Something just gets pumped if he gets Celebration, so it can be a 3/2. One of those. Frozen, okay. It's nice seeing, it's lovely seeing the catapult combo with Curiosity just going off. And it may be, yeah, maybe I should have killed it as soon as I possibly could. It's quite possible. Right. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. He's got 4 cards in hand. He's got like a couple more big creatures to turn up. He's got 3 blockers. I've got 4 attackers though. So fundamentally, I can get through with a tiny bit of damage. That's what I'm going to go for. Don't need the island. Rootrider Faun, it's another body. We might just need more bodies, honestly. If I just pop the Candy Trail now, I can play the Faun now. At least that is a free token, isn't it? It's another attacker next turn, basically, is what I'm thinking. if I'd kept that food, it would have been another +1/+1. So maybe that was a mistake. But he's got 3 blockers against my 5 attackers now. Just gradually chipping away. But he can get out a big blocker, and then that means I'll lose a 2/2. Oh, interesting. Curse of the Werefox. Trouble is, it does not kill the Transmuter. I'm looking for an adventure card that I can bring back. Okay, I don't have any. After I board wipe, I can bring back a Bramble Familiar. Right, is it worth... No, we've got exactly 5 attackers. We don't get through with any damage. Life total's just not going down. So he's 21 cards. Wow. Okay, I've drawn more cards because he has stuffed his deck. He knows how many cards he can draw. That's another. Draw 3 cards. Wow. Okay. Fairy. But crucially has fewer cards in his deck now than I do. If I can time this right, maybe I can just grind out the game. Bit of life gain. He just runs out of cards first. Ah, he bounces the token. Impact Tremors. Oh, okay, that's gonna hurt. He can hit me with Flyer, but he's not going to. Okay. He is a bit concerned. Okay, I think it's the Ouphe. Curious, why did I get 2? Got 1 food there. Oh, it's X plus 1. Right, okay. It's tempting to kill the flyer. Kill the 3/4. He's got a lot of blockers, so that's the trouble. trade off for the 5/2. It's not worth attacking. We'll see if he's got removal for the Ouphe. Okay, one thing I can do is basically start bouncing the familiars back to my hand, discarding land, so that my board sweep is better. Rank sanity. Oh no. Okay, interesting. Beginning of each end step. So if he can mill me, I get double milled basically. Damage. Okay, pass to the nth step. Alright, so I think I'm doing it. I'm going to... he's got too many blockers, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to start bouncing these back to my hand. I've got 7 mana in play, so... If I do want to mill myself for 7, obviously I get punished by fraying sanity. I've just discarded a card, so fraying sanity is just going to mill my top card as well. It's worth mentioning. Oh well, there's only an island. He's on 12, I'm on 14. Right. Okay, my turn. Okay. I can just present him a problem. I can attack with a 5/5 Troublemaker. He's got counter magic up, by the way. Damage to that. Fair enough. How much damage am I looking at this turn? I reckon it'll be at least 4 in the air. Sort of jump block there. I'll tell you what, he's tapped out. We know he's using counter spells. This might be where I want to use Board Sweeper. Yeah, we've done our attack phase already, but we can. Okay, when I do this, I will get milled for 3 because 3 of my things are hit in the graveyard. That is another problem. We can play something. I'll keep my Diminisher Witch. And I'll choose 0. Choose 0. Attack my creatures for mana, of course, and then I would have. Not really with fraying sanity. Okay, 5 things went into the graveyard because of the auras I had on his side of the board. Yeah, probably. So he's got 9 to my 8. And a whole whole hand of cards as well. Do a Ballooner's Gatekeeper as well. So I've got the cursed roll token for that, I suppose. I can bring a big creature back. I can get a Beanstalk Wurm because that's got adventure on it. Probably a bit of a long shot. Right, Alchemist, get Firebolt. Okay, Witch. So he's got good blocks here. Let's just check. Basically, I need 9 mana, wouldn't I, to do what I want to do. Okay, I'll play a Forest. I'll do nothing. So I've got, as it turns out, a few defenses. Firebolt on that. I could discard, but I won't. Oh yeah, that humps up that guy. Fair enough. So we're facing 6 damage. Facing 8 damage now. He's got all these greedy spells. I think it just all works because of the ridiculous card draw engine. Which, yeah, in hindsight, probably could have wiped the board before he drew more than one card with it. Might have been a good idea. Okay. That is damage. I think on balance we've got to use the food here for life. His Ballooner's Gatekeeper later, if he needs to. Right, Vantress Transmuter's quite a good one. Removal and an okay creature. It's just nothing worth removing, basically. Beanstalk Wurm. Gonna have his counter magic up. I assume it's countered. Okay, made it. Not bad. I've got the Living Lectern as well. Okay, Stone split a bolt on that one. And that was end of turn. There's Tempting Apple, and I die. Okay, game. His deck doesn't look very impressive. It's just a Curiosity combo got me, and I could have disrupted it. And I thought, no, I'm pushing through some damage here. I might just kill him. I don't want to kill all my creatures. Yeah, I was greedy, basically. Yeah, it's like any deck with that amount of card draw can win, I think. Yeah, he had a lot of greedy cards. Obviously, everything works if he draws loads of cards. Okay, we're on 2 and 2. Might be a 2 and 3, we'll see. See if we can make it to 50-50. Oh, that's right, I had the Thunderous Debut, and I bargained it to put the creatures straight into play. I thought that might have be the finisher, for, but he had, yeah, he could deal with a Hamlet Glutton. Okay, well, we can get green mana here. We've got our thingy. Yeah, okay. Okay, looks like we're getting hit already. A Ginger Brute. We are just going to go for the forest. I was hoping it would draw a forest there. It's a fast aggressive start, yeah. Black, red, aggro. We could... Yeah, Barrow Naughty is pretty immune to Cursed Roll. And I don't think we're going to draw any land. I think that's the main thing. Okay, that's a big scary creature now, 2/2. Okay, so we can really pump up a creature here. He may kill this all my tokens with. I could sacrifice the food to blow up the Ginger Brute with the Ouphe, which is a bit counterintuitive. You kind of want to keep all your food, but I think that's what we have to do. I could... No, I think I want to keep 2 creatures in play. We'll sacrifice the food. And we just attack for 1. And we're not going to draw any land. As usual. Well, we've had a couple of games like this. Yeah. Okay, let's have a 2/2 token creature. Gadwick's first Duel is a good option because that has a Scry too. So, first Witch. Attack with these. Maybe we can dig down to these lands. Oh well, we've got some lands. Okay, keep them on top. Conceited Witch could eat a curse as well. We could play a Bramble Familiar, and then we've got more stuff. Actually, 4 mana next turn. Yeah, we can play Yenna the next turn. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and curse you. And how about attacking just for 2? Oh yeah, that would have been good with a bargain, because there's nothing we can do on step 3 with that. Stab wound, sure. We are getting rippled away. Getting to 4 mana next turn. Diminisher Witch or a 1/3 thing. But yeah, this is really all about bricking on a 3rd land. Yeah, he has more removal. So he's had a couple of removal cards so far. Go with his early aggro creatures. It's usually a winning combination. Oh yeah, he can actually nuke me for 3 damage with the Witch. I forgot about that. So he can do me 5 damage here. He's got the food. So I'm going to die to the Barrow. Naughty. And that does me a point of damage, yeah. So we just sort of got online here, but yeah, it's too late. What do I want to do? Play my biggest, coolest creature. He's also got a 1/1 menace, so we actually die two different creatures. So I can't get 2 creatures out. I think what would make the most sense is playing the creature that he's seen. Play that. And he's playing an area. Okay, sure, why not? Yeah, just when you want to get mana screwed is playing against the black-red aggro deck. That has a 1/1 haste on turn 1 and then a flyer on turn 2. Just what the doctor ordered. So, well, we played 5 games. We've got mana screwed twice. And if you look at the deck, we are trying to play 3 colours. We are trying to play a double white, trying to splash a double white Wrath. We've got some expensive cards, so there's scope here for drawing horrendous cards we can't play. On the plus side, we've got 2 Candy Trails. We've got there's a Scry on Gadwick's first Duel. We can draw a card on Living Lectern, and we've got 3 Mana Dorks as well. You might say I just have to mulligan a bit more aggressively. Hard to tell what a good hand is when you've just made a deck. I think you need to play quite a few games to decide what a good mulligan policy is. Maybe I have to ditch 2 land hands with this deck. You never know. If I don't have a Candy Trail. Anyway, so that was, yeah, slightly disappointing. We got to cast Thunderous Debut once. So that was game 4. Let's see, it was, we got Hamlet Glutton and Yenna out. He cursed the Hamlet Glutton. I think I just attacked with everything and Yenna got traded off. So it wasn't the, it wasn't quite the finisher I was hoping for. My other option there was just Expel the Interlopers, because that would have got rid of his Curiosity Pinger combo, which just ultimately won it in the game. It was just a choice there, a different choice, because the problem was Expel the Interlopers was killing all of my mana dorks, which were letting me cast the Thunderous Debut. You can cast this without Margin and just put the creatures in your hand. So I think that was the play. Do the Thunderous Debut to get the creatures. Expel the Interlopers the next turn. He's only drawn like 2 or 3 cards off his combo. He's not drawn 10 cards off it. So you might have more of a chance. Yeah, I think game 4 was definitely winnable, I would say. But yeah, interesting deck. Sort of ended up sort of a blue-green food deck with some enchantment stuff as well. Right, yeah, let's claim our stuff. 200 gems. Alright. Alright, I think that's the video. So thanks for watching.